All right, guys, going to be putting the doors back on this 2026 JL Wrangler. You can see how I'm holding the door on the inside on the handle there. Makes it really easy to move and transport. So the first thing we're going to do is we're just going to get these hooks lined up. Remember to hold it by the mirror. You get good leverage right there. And you're just going to want to make sure that you line up those pegs with the holes so that you don't chip your paint. And they just slide right in there. Now I'm going to adjust the camera so that we can see inside the door here. All right, guys, so the first thing you're going to want to do before we try to attach anything is to put this strap back on its hook just in case that door swings open. Now you'll notice if you look at this piece right here, this pin has to go a certain way. It has to go with the clip to the outside because there's little spots for that clip to go into. So you're going to want to do that. Make sure that's right before we get this piece on. Now you can just kind of put that in there and press that down. Once it's through, you're going to want to get it through to the bottom part as well. Now this is the trickiest part. Sometimes you got to wiggle it around until it actually gets in there. And if you just kind of lightly rock the door back and forth, you can see that now I have that pin all the way down. It should be flush with the top part there. You got to get it lined up with that spot, and then you can secure it just like that. If it doesn't click like that, you don't have it on there right. Now the next is the electrical. This is really easy. Just get this piece back in here like so. And once you get it up into that, see, this piece has to be up into there. Once it's into that white part, you take the white part and pull it down, and that'll snap it back into place. You can put your red snap back down, and that's how you do it. And now you're all set to go. Last thing you do though is put this cover back on. You can see there's two holders for that clip right there. Just get those two tabs in there, push it in, and there's two clips right here. Just push that down and you're all set to go. All right, guys, that's how you put your doors back on your 2026 JL Wrangler, and I can honestly say it was easier to take them off than it was to put back on. Just getting that pin through the door hinge right there was kind of tricky, but once you get it and know how to do it, I'm sure after a couple times it becomes super easy. But that's how you do it. If the video was helpful, give me a like, subscribe, and share, and consider the super thanks button. In fact, in a second you'll see a link to subscribe to the YouTube channel in the upper left-hand part of the screen, a link to how to take your doors off your 2026 JL Wrangler in the upper right-hand part of the screen, a link to how to take your hardtop off your JL Wrangler in the lower left, and a link to one of my latest YouTube videos in the lower right. Click those, check us out. Thank you so much for checking out the video. I hope it was helpful, and have a great day.